So, what is freelancing? Well, if I'm here and I'm working from home and I need some work, I can contact companies that are interested in hiring individuals on a part time basis to do very specific tasks, right? So, there may be a large corporation where they're looking for someone to do something that's outside of their normal skill set, right? So, if they're a bank, maybe they need someone to do some graphic design work, right? Like maybe build a new logo, and so that's not really what they do, so they would outsource that work. Or by the same token, maybe a small business is looking for some help as well, like they're a bakery, but they want to have a web presence, so they need someone to build a website for them. So they would go ahead and outsource that work to an individual or to a company to do that work for them. So let me show you how that works, right? So let's say this corporation decides that they need some work done. They're going to outsource the work to me. I'm going to provide them a service using my skills or my talent or my expertise, and I'll give that to them as part of my service. And in return, they're going to pay me for doing that work. Now, I'm not an employee of the company. I don't get any benefits from the company. I don't get vacation time or anything like that. But I do get paid for my one-time, service that I provided, or maybe I do it multiple times. Just depends on what I'm doing for them. But after I do it for them, I can go ahead and do it for the small business now. And not just for them, but I could do it for any company, right? So if I got this specific skill, talent, or expertise that I can market and make available to different companies, businesses, things of that nature, now I've got the basis of being a freelancer, providing my skills or my talents to different companies. And so, when I do this, I have to think about what skills or talent or expertise do I have that I can offer to other companies, other organizations, small businesses, things of that nature, right? So, and maybe it's just a residence, right? So if I do some landscaping work, some very specific skill, I could sell that as well. And I'm just a freelancer. I could do that. In particular, though, I'm going to be looking at online businesses, and so there's different things like maybe graphic design, video and animation, special business services. Maybe I'm an expert in Excel, or something of that nature. Digital marketing. There's music and audio, lifestyle things, writing and translation. Maybe I'm a good programmer. I could write some specific code. The possibilities are endless for here. It just depends on what skills or talents I have. Or maybe I even have a specific certification in something, right? So rather than the company going and getting trained in something specific, they can come to me and I can use my certification to do whatever they need to get done. So that's kind of the big picture of how it works, me trying to figure out what I can offer. But now, let's say I find out that I've got, these three skills that I want to market and sell. Where do I do it? How do I do it? Do I just put an ad in the paper? Do I, tell my friends and family? Well, I'm going to do all those. But to make it even simpler and easier and quicker and more effective, you can contact companies that do this for, that's their core business, right? They take people, individuals with skill sets, these freelancers, and they marry them up with organizations or businesses that are looking for help. And so that platform looks to see how they can join the two, and in return they get a small percentage of the take. And I've listed a couple companies here that you can find online. There's Upwork, Freelancer, Fiverr, Virtual Employee Guru, Hubstaff Talent. If you just Google search freelance organizations, freelance companies, you'll get a number of different results. And in future videos, I think what I'll do is I'll walk you through each of these and show you some of the pros and cons, what the benefits are, how to sign up as a freelancer, and also give you some tips and tricks for when you do decide to do this. If this is something you want to try, what do you want to put forward in your profile, right? So you want to make sure your profile is out there that kind of pumps you up, makes you look good, so that companies will want to hire you. Now, I've got some specific tips, tricks, hints, and secrets that I use to do that, and I'll be willing to share that with you as well in a future video, okay? So what's the next step for me? Well, the first step for me is to take action, right? So I have to decide that I'm going to do this and figure out what I'm going to do and make it happen, right? Now, just realize that success isn't guaranteed, but I have to try it. This is one more way for me to earn money while I work from home. And so I'm going to go ahead and do these steps, right? So first thing I need to do is figure out what I'm going to do. And then if I need certain tools or materials or supplies to do this, I need to make sure I have all of those, because if I get a lot of requests in, I want to make sure I have everything I need to be able to fulfill those requests and provide my service. So I need to make sure I've got all that lined up. Or maybe I don't physically have it, but I have to know where I can get it or get my hands on it and be ready for, fingers crossed, hopefully there's an onslaught of everybody looking for my particular service. Then I'm going to go ahead and perform the steps that I just described, right? So figure out what I do. What am I good at? What skills or talents do I have? And then look for companies, maybe it's an Upwork or a Fiverr or a Freelancer, where I can list my talents, my skills, and provide them to an open market where people, organizations, businesses, companies can find what I do. And if they're looking for someone like me with my skill sets, they can go ahead and hire me, right? So the first thing I'm going to do, figure out what what's my skills, my talent, my skill set, and sign up for one of these platforms, or all the platforms actually. You can sign up for all of them if you want. Put yourself out there, make yourself available. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, then smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll have access to all of my videos. And then click on the bell icon so you'll get notified every time I release a new video with more tips, tricks, hints, and secrets. If you have a dream, make a plan, take action on that plan, and start living your dream. Hey, so I got a quick legal disclaimer here. The content that I'm sharing with you should not be construed as financial or legal advice. What I'm giving you is strictly for educational purposes only. So if you need to, please consult with a qualified professional regarding your specific situation. Now that I've got that out of the way, let's get down to the real content.